Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Community Unit School District 300 Board of Education, I would like to thank you for being in attendance, both virtually and in person, for tonight's board meeting. At this time, I would like to reconvene the meeting of the Community Unit School District 300 Board of Education to order for Tuesday, June 27th, 2023. Madam Secretary, would you please take the roll?
Burkett, present. Fiorentino,
Present.
Gauthier,
Present.
McKindy,
Present.
Scarpino,
Present.
Thomas, Zettler.
Present.
You have 6 board members present.
Thank you. Would you please rise for a pledge of flag? I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. We will not need a second closed session, so there will be no closed session, a second closed session. With that change, may I have a motion to approve the amended agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Madam Secretary, would you please take the roll?
Fiorentino,
Aye.
Gauthier,
Aye.
Burkett, aye. Scarpino,
Aye.
McKinday, Zettler.
Aye.
Motion passes 6-0.
Thank you. Item number 6, recognition. Dr. Harkin.
Yes, at this time, I'd like to bring Dr. Brett Bending, principal of Hampshire High School, to the podium to lead tonight's recognition of Dr. Catherine Hoving.
Superintendent Harkin, members of the Board of Education, it is an honor to be here tonight and present the Hampshire High School
County Educator of the Year nominee, Dr. Katie Hoving. Throughout my 25 years in education, few teachers, in my opinion, have matched the level of dedication, drive, and passion to a specific fundamental academic set as Dr. Hoving has. In her case, this skill set is reading, and specifically instilling a love of reading in her students, and especially her students who have struggled with reading over the course of their school years. She is a leader and driving force in our literacy lab courses designed for students who enter high school grade levels below in reading. Her focus is on developing not only her students' literacy skills, but also to build their confidence in reading diverse and complex texts, and also building their vocabulary and background knowledge. Dr. Hoving has a deep understanding of brain science and works with her students to build stamina, and through practice and positive encouragement, she helps them develop a sense of enjoyment for reading. Dr. Hoving is also a leader in our school and our school district when it comes to staff development and professional learning. Each year, she presents at the Kane County Ed-to-Ed Institute Day. She also leads in-house professional development focused on building literacy skills across the curriculum. Her sessions are always very popular and fill up fast. She encourages our staff to read diverse texts and shares examples and book lists with her colleagues, and she even leads book clubs at her school with her peers as well. Dr. Hoving is also courageous and willing to have difficult conversations or ask tough questions. Here is what one of her colleagues wrote as part of her nomination. Katie is never afraid to stand up for what she believes in. She asks the why questions when in PLC and when planning meetings. She fights for her students to have as many book choices as possible, takes the risks of discussing challenged books, and tries to educate peers on best practices. All of this and more are the reasons why our school nominated Dr. Katie Hoving for the Kane County Educator of the Year Award. Thank you.
And next, I'm excited to invite Deb Mason, our Director of Transportation, to the podium to recognize two outstanding employees from Durham School Services, Cindy Allison and Kathy Yerk.
Good evening, Dr. Harkin and members of the board. It's my pleasure to be here tonight to recognize two of our outstanding transportation team members who have gone above and beyond for our D300 students. Let me introduce Dan Sutherland, Durham General Manager, who will share the stories of the two employees we're here to celebrate.
Dr. Harkin, members of the board, thank you. As Deb mentioned, my name is Dan Sutherland. I'm the general manager for Durham School Services here in District 300. I've been here serving our community since 2017, and in that time I've seen many changes throughout the area in our district. In my role, I'm extremely proud to be a small part of our students' futures. Getting kids to school safely, on time, and ready to learn is something that we strive for every day as a company. But we would be unable to meet those goals day in and day out without the contributions of our amazing team members. Tonight, I have the honor of recognizing bus driver Cindy Allison and operations manager Kathy Yerk for some outstanding above and beyond service to our community. I'll start with Cindy Allison, our bus driver. Cindy has been a driver for our district since 2013 and will hit her 10-year mark in October. Her consistency and dedication to the safety and well-being of her students has been on display that entire time. Cindy comes to work every day and puts the priorities of her students and our district at the forefront of what she does daily. Back in early May, Cindy was approached by two of her Dundee Middle School students, Kane Zavala and Robert Chalemi, who had found a wallet on the bus belonging to a high school student who had rode the bus before they did in the afternoon. They brought it forward and left it as they found it, with a large sum of money inside. Cindy was moved by their honesty and their integrity in this situation and wanted to do something to recognize them for their good deed that day. Cindy had certificates made and framed, and she went out and got them gift cards for Dunkin' Donuts. She presented those to them on the bus, and we were lucky enough to receive a picture of the event from one of the DMS staff members that day. So on behalf of District 300 and Durham School Services, thank you, Cindy, for going the extra mile for our students and recognizing them in a way that encouraged their growth as young people, finding their way in the world. You made a difference with them, as you continue to do every day with all of our students. Thank you. Kathy Yerk has been with Durham in many roles since she started back in 2004 as a maintenance administrator. Currently, she is our operations supervisor for special needs, running out of the Carpentersville Middle School location, serving in that role since 2012. Kathy has her hands full day in and day out and always seems to know every detail of every student, parent, and the backgrounds of our most fragile students in the district. Before prom this year, we received a request from Hampshire High School for a wheelchair accessible bus so that one of our students with special needs could attend prom, as the charter bus company that was being utilized for the other buses did not have one available. We gladly accepted, but Kathy and her team decided to go the extra mile for our student to ensure that they had the best experience possible. Kathy went out and got whip purple and white balloons and streamers, and with the help of the trip's driver, Priscilla Bell, they were able to decorate the interior of the bus and make it something very special. On the night of prom, one of the charter buses broke down, and our driver was asked to help transport some more students to prom, which let many other students enjoy the extra steps that our team members took to make an already special night for our students even better. Thank you, Kathy, for all that you and your team do for our students, and did for our students for prom, and every other day of the year as well. Your efforts do not go unnoticed and are appreciated more than you know. Thank you again to you and your team.
when you think about it, the bus driver is the first person the kids basically come into contact with when they start their day, other than mom and dad at home. They're the first ones, and great job, ladies, outstanding, very good.
All right, so tonight we also have a couple of staff introductions. The first person I'd like to have come up to the front of the podium here, or stage here, would be Shallon Leschman. So you could come up. So it is my privilege to introduce Ms. Shallon Leschman as the incoming principal of Newbert Elementary School. Mrs. Leschman has demonstrated a dedication to academia for more than 15 years, being her educational career in District 300 more than 10 years ago as a teacher at Dundee Highlands Elementary. In 2020, Mrs. Leschman earned a master's degree in educational leadership from Aurora University. Her most recent administrative experience was serving as assistant principal at Newbert Elementary School, where she had previously served as a school advisor. In her new role, Mrs. Leschman looks forward to using her educational leadership skills and to continue working with staff as a partner in education. Her commitment to providing an exceptional learning environment with a focus on the whole child is one that is shared with the community. I'd also like to acknowledge several family members of Mrs. Leschman who are here tonight. I believe her husband, Don, her daughters, Paige and Charlotte, and are your parents, Kathy and Roger, here as well, too? So we always love having family here to show their support, which is critical for any administrator's success. So thank you, kids, mom and dad and husband, for joining us. Got it. I am so sorry. Yes, and I guess I am seeing a young man there and two girls there. So, well, thank you, Dean. And you're the oldest? So you got to keep them all in check then? So, perfect, excellent. So, wonderful, thank you. It's always a pleasure to have the family members of a new staff member up here with us. So, please join me in welcoming Mrs. Shallon Leschman on her new role as principal of Newbert Elementary School. I know she's going to do an outstanding job, and she's been set up for success, and we're really thrilled to have her in this role. All right, and next up, and the reason why Mrs. Leschman was here was because we have Miss Breeze, who is here to, I'm here and proud to introduce Mrs. Jennifer Breeze as the next principal of Westfield Community School. Westfield Community School. I know, I keep telling her. So Mrs. Breeze has been dedicated to the field of education for more than 21 years. She's been working with students in preschool through 8th grade for her tenure. She began her academic career as a special education teacher at Westfield Community School and is thrilled to return to the building where she started. Her most recent administrative experience was as principal of Newbert Elementary School, where she has served for 4 years. She also served as an assistant principal at Westfield and as an education services specialist for District 300. Mrs. Breeze is eager to bring her skills as an educational leader to Westfield and to work with the building staff as a partner in education. She shares the community's commitment to provide students with an exceptional learning environment where caring is emphasized. And hopefully I've got this right. I'd also like to acknowledge her family members who are here with us tonight. Her husband, Jim, her wonderful daughters that she talks about all the time. She talks about you, Jim, too. So but she often is sharing wonderful stories about Maddie and Gracie. And I believe your sister, Katie, is here as well, too. Did I miss anybody? Awesome, fantastic. And again, same thing. Thank you, one, for being here tonight, and thank you for your constant support to make sure that Jen is successful in her previous roles and her future roles to come, and we're just so thrilled. So please join me in congratulating somebody who I think is going to do an outstanding job, Mrs. Jennifer Breeze, on her new role as principal of Westfield Community School. awesome. All right, and Shallon, if you'd come up here, I give just little books just to say, and it says on here, may you be proud of the work you do, the person you are, and the difference you will make. Thank you, both of you, for taking on these important roles in our district. So thank you again. Thank you.
I don't want to let it go.
And I believe that concludes the recognition for tonight.
Okay. No one has signed up for public participation. The superintendent report, Dr. Harkin.
Yes, so I will bring Anthony McGinn to the front of the room, and please feel free, you do not have to stay for this portion. Thank you, families, for being here.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to you.
And thank you. Take him out for ice cream or something good. Oh, very nice, thank you. Excellent. Thank you.
Good evening, Board of Education. I'm delighted to be here tonight with Principal Sarah Bernacki, and tonight we'll be presenting on the Lincoln Prairie Elementary new logo. So to get started, we'll provide an executive summary. So in January, Principal Bernacki asked the Communications Department if we could update the Lincoln Prairie logo, and we were happy to do so. So in the spring, we prepared a logo redesign and a communication plan, and we wanted to make sure that we have a consistent process anytime that we encounter a logo request. So we applied the same principles and standards that we did for the Big Timber Elementary logo. There were 2 rounds of voting, a first round and a final round. We'll go into detail of that a bit later. And voting was open to any Lincoln Prairie Elementary student, staff, or family. On May 15th, there was an announcement sent to the Lincoln Prairie community, and we announced the logo change, and we invited individuals to select one of 6 Hawk logo designs during this first round of voting. Now, of these 6 designs that were presented to the community, there were 2 of these designs that would advance. So the 4 unlucky designs that did not make it to the final round were as follows. Unfortunately, option number 1 did not make it to the next round. Option number 6 did not make it. Option number 2 and option number 4. So unfortunately, with 242 votes cast, these 4 did not proceed to the final round of voting. But the community did decisively determine that there were 2 logos they liked really, really well. Getting 26.4% of the vote was option number 3, and the front runner in round 1 was option number 5 with 31.4% of the vote. Now, Sarah Bernacki is going to take you from first round to the final round to let you know what the ultimate winner was. So turn it over to you. I do want to point out one more thing, that Sarah thought it was so important. She is here tonight on a vacation day. So this one is, yes, thank you for coming in tonight.
It was an excuse to leave my in-laws' house in Florida and come back. We'd been there for 10 days. It was long enough. I love them, but it was a long time. We drove straight through with 4 kids, 7 and under, so we made it. So the final round of voting opened the last week of school, and we asked them to pick one of those final 2 Hawk designs. And from there, the voting closed on May 26th, which was the last day of school. We had a grand total of 137 votes for the overall winner and 117 votes for the second choice. And so the non-winner was option number 3, and our new logo with 53.9% of the vote was option 5. So it does look sort of similar to the Jacobs logo, which is it's not an eagle, we are a hawk. But I think there's a nice continuity there because our kids do feed into Jacobs. So there it is, the new Lincoln Prairie Hawk with our back to the original school colors of navy blue and gray. And we have a surprise for the board this evening. We do have new t-shirts with our school logo on them for you this evening. So, yay.
Good job. Congratulations.
also just like to commend Shannon Flaherty, who is our graphic designer. She did these designs, so thank you to Shannon who did these.
Good job. Good job, Shannon. Thank you.
Yep, yep. Thanks for being here. Thank you. Great job. And that does conclude the superintendent's report for this evening.
Okay, item number 9, consent items under $25,000. As a note to those in attendance, both virtually and in person, some of these items have been vetted through the Board Operations Committee, which is why there may not be a need for new discussion. Do I have a motion to approve the consent items under $25,000?
So moved.
Second.
Madam Secretary, would you please take the roll?
Gothier?
Aye.
Burkett? Aye. Scarpino?
Aye.
Fiorentino?
I'm going to abstain because of 9.7, the NIA, which I serve on their board.
Okay.
Okay, McKindy?
Aye.
And Zettler?
Aye.
Motion passes, I don't know how you say it, 5 in favor? Huh? 501. Thank you.
Thank you. Item number 10, consent items over $25,000. As a note to those in attendance, both virtually and in person, some of these items have been vetted through the Board Operations Committee, which is why there may not be a need for new discussion. Do I have a motion to approve the consent items over $25,000?
So moved?
Second.
Madam Secretary, would you please take the roll?
Fiorentino?
Aye.
McKindy?
Aye.
Zettler?
I think she dropped off. It sounded like it dropped off.
Okay. Scarpino?
Aye.
Gothier?
Aye.
Burkett? Aye. Motion passes 5-0.
Thank you. Item number 11, board discussion. Any updates regarding the board committee, Standing Operations Committee? Any updates?
Not at this time.
Okay, not this time. Any board discussion? Questions?
Can
comments?
did you talk to her? Did we want to mention that the July committee meeting was going to be canceled?
Yeah, I hadn't had a chance to talk to everybody
Okay,
yet
sorry.
to confirm that.
Okay.
that, but it looks like it will be.
Okay.
And if it is, then we will be notifying the public and everything, and it'll go on the website. Okay. With that, do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved?
Second.
Madam Secretary, would you please call the roll?
Fiorentino?
Aye.
Gothier?
Aye.
McKindy?
Aye.
Scarpino?
Aye.
Burkett? Aye. Zettler? Just in case
I think
she...
she's back.
Aye.
Yep, she's back.
Motion passes 6-0.
Thank you. We are adjourned.